Well, let it pass, he thought. April is over. April is over. There are all kinds of love in the world, but never the same love twice. Quote of The Sensible Thing by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Hello lovelies, welcome back to the channel. Finally, the April setup is here. This month I wanted to do it differently since I wasn't showing you the final result of the entire setup considering what I consumed in the month. So I hope this new method is more pleasing and approachable for all of us so I can show you the full picture. Tell me, how was your month? Is there a new favorite book? A new least favorite book? I'd love to know, so leave your recs in the comments down below. Mine was a month super busy. I couldn't post as much as I would have liked it, but alas, here we are, and this space will always be ours. This month theme, I want it to be cozier and also more whimsical. I didn't read any books like that, honestly, but I feel it's a halfway meeting point between the opening of spring and the arrival of fall, which is currently the state of where I live in. So yeah, there you have it. Red won the past month. What color should I do next? I have an idea already, but I would love to hear from you guys of what you think is a May color, if you will. Okay, so if you're new here, I'll explain the basics. On the left page, I have a calendar of the month to mark the dates I read a book, also the title, which is just the month, and the 3 most predominant genres read during said month. Then I make a list of my TBR or hopefuls, and I leave the template for stats ready. As you'll see, I had everything ready in one sitting because I couldn't find the time to make the front spread earlier. Cries in adulting, but yeah. Apart from that, I also list the movies I watched during the month and their statistics as well. I'll leave you to it for a while and then I'll come back to tell you all about what I read in April. Okay, we're so back. That was literally what I thought to myself in the first 10% of Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry, which was the first book I finished in April. I won't get into much detail because I have a whole video reviewing the book, the last reading vlog on my channel, so you have my fresh reaction over there. I'll leave the link down in the description and also in the top right corner as a card in this video. Then, just because I needed more of my babies, I finally read all the Tumblr posts. Yeah, that's crazy to say in the year of our Lord 2025. For the Secrets of Blackthorn Hall. And you know, every reader has that special book or series that they keep going back to. This year will be the 13th 13th anniversary since I started reading the Shadowhunter Chronicles. Like, what do you mean? Crazy! And since I'm rereading The Dark Artifices with a friend, I needed to know that my babies will be okay. Like, that trilogy is so heart-wrenching that when I first read it, there were many times when I didn't see any light of hope at the end of the tunnel. As dramatic as it sounds, it really was like that. It's tragic but tremendous at the same time. The Secrets of Blackthorn Hall is kind of epistolary. It may fall a bit in the trap of fan service, but I really don't care. I really want to keep having Shadowhunter books until I'm 80, okay? We have all characters of the whole Chronicles for at least one chapter, so what can I say? I loved it from beginning to end, also because I laughed so hard so many times. That's just a given with Cassie anyways, and I just had a blast with this amazing cast of characters. I just realized I forgot explaining what this book is about, and I think it's difficult to do it, to explain it, but just to say it's kind of a collection of short texts sequel to The Dark Artifices by Cassandra Clare. It's part of a larger lore, and I bet that if you've read the Shadowhunter Chronicles, you know what I'm talking about. But do you know what is also heart-wrenching pain? Sunrise on the Ribbon. Yeah, I finally read it, and I would say something like, save yourself and avoid the pain, but it's such an important read that I couldn't do that to you. Even if that means experiencing one of your biggest literary heartbreaks ever. I'm not joking, I wish I was. You just have to go through it, as everyone has. I wrote a review on my journal since it was my favorite book of the month and maybe my first 5 stars. Yeah, I mean, I get the criticism. It's so much more than a story, so I couldn't hold myself, and I still need to speak about it. I'm not really spoilery in my review, so you can read what I wrote if it's possible. I don't know if that's really possible since maybe my handwriting is very tiny for you. But to summarize it, I think what makes this book so special is not only the tragedy of it all that allows us to better understand Haymitch's character, but also in addition to the bouquet of ideas about totalitarianism and revolution, power and equity that St. Collins loves to discuss in her novels. What stands out in this prequel is the sense of community and unity that Haymitch unconsciously displays. Also a lot about propaganda, that's true, but I haven't seen many people talking about this specific point. It has a lot of parallels with Katniss, but the one difference that stands out the most to me is how they approach people. She's more discreet, cautious of who she meets, you know, because of everything she's gone through, but Haymitch instantly opens his heart to the other tributes. He has several changes of heart about other characters, and it just hurts so bad. All the retaliations he had to live only because he dared to defy gravity. No, I'm just kidding. I know I shouldn't be kidding about this, but you know, defying the government, the system, everything. Sigh. And that epilogue, don't get me started. I'll stop here because I don't want to start sobbing all over again. Go and read it, but yeah, you can't really be prepared for something like this. So I wish you luck, but all the love also for the hard times that are coming. That was it for today. I hope you enjoyed this setup. If you did, please let me know with a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel to see more content like this if you like, if that would be something of your taste. As always, the biggest thanks for being here. You don't know how much I appreciate it and how much I appreciate you. So keep being cool and take care of yourself. Thank you again and have an amazing day. See you soon. Bye.